Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Alex from Part-Time First Sergeant. This is part 5 of a series where I talk about promotions in the National Guard. In this video, I'll specifically be talking about ERB updating strategies. Check this out. Now, before I start, I want to remind you that anything that you do in the military, always go through your NCO support channel. Even if you're a team leader, if you're a specialist and your team leader says, no, go ahead and go to the readiness NCO. Or if you're a team leader and your squad leader says that, or your squad leader and your platoon sergeant says that, always go through your NCO support channel. They have a job too. And their job is to review your work to make sure it's accurate. Your readiness NCO is not your frontline leader. Your readiness NCO is not in your NCO support channel. Your readiness NCO is not in your chain of command at all. Your NCO support channel, their job is to make sure that what you do is accurate, which means that anything that you do regarding your ERB or your promotion, you go to them first, and they should be going to your readiness NCO with you. You shouldn't be doing this by yourself. Also, your first sergeant should be also heavily involved in the promotion system. He should be the manager of the promotion system in a unit, not your readiness CO and not your company commander. So make sure that your first sergeant is aware of everything that's going on. Your readiness CO will prepare you administratively after it has been reviewed by your NCO support channel, and your first sergeant should be heavily involved, aware. He should be setting up classes and make sure that you're trained and make sure you know what you're doing. So anything that you do regarding your promotion system, make sure that you go through your NCO support channel and that your frontline leader is standing right next to you anytime you go anywhere outside of your NCO support channel. Now, if you haven't watched my first 2 videos on updating your ERB, which was promotion part 3, sections 1 through 5, and promotion part 4, where I covered sections 6 through 10, watch that first and then watch this, because everything that I talk about on those videos culminates in what I'm going to talk about right now. All right, so there are 6 things that you need to do to ensure the ERB is up to date. As I mentioned in the previous videos, it's going to take time, it's going to take months, but this is something that you should be doing regularly and yearly, regardless of whether or not you're eligible for promotion. The reason for that is because it takes so much time. If everyone is doing it at the same time, the system gets overloaded and it takes even longer for you to get what you need complete. All right, so let's get started. The first thing that you're going to do is that you're going to print 2 copies of your ERB. The reason you're going to do that is because 1 copy is going to push forward with all your notes and updates, and the 2nd copy you're going to keep for yourself. The number 2 thing you're going to do is that once you have both copies, you're going to highlight and make notes on every section that you believe is incorrect. And you're going to do that to both copies. Make sure that everything you do to 1 copy, you do to the 2nd copy. So you highlight every section you believe is incorrect, and you're going to write right on there. Let's say on the award section, you have 4 AAMs as opposed to 3 AAMs. You highlight the award section, you go right on there and you write the number 4 right next to the AAM section. Once you are done making notes and highlighting the sections on both copies of the ERB, the number 3 thing you're gonna do is you're gonna check IPERMs, because every single information on your ERB originates from your IPERMs or should be in IPERMs as well. The first place you're gonna check is your IPERMs. Look for those documents. So if your award section is incorrect, you're gonna go in there and you're gonna download your award certificates and also your recommendations for award, and you're gonna make copies of those documents from IPERMs. If it's not in IPERMs, you need to go to your I Love Me book or your official records where you keep your paper copies of everything that you have in the military, and you're gonna make a photocopy of that so you can include it with your ERB as part of your update. Which brings me to section 4. Section 4 is that even if you found your documents on IPERMs, you're still gonna download it and you're gonna make photocopies of it. You're gonna make 2 copies of every document. And once again, as I just stated, if you don't have it in IPERMs, you're gonna pull a copy of your original records that you have at your house or wherever you keep your I Love Me book, and you're gonna make 2 carbon copies of it, because you're gonna include those in your ERB. So regardless whether or not it's on IPERMs or if you don't have it on IPERMs, you're still gonna make a copy. Step 5 is that you need to make notes on the documentation that you're gonna include with your ERB. So let's say that the award section is incorrect and you do have a copy of your award in IPERMs, you're gonna download it, you're gonna make 2 copies, and you're gonna write right on the document, need to update ERB, and you're gonna highlight the section that needs to be updated, right? So on your award, you're gonna say, hey, this is my 4th award. So if you need to print all 5 copies or all 4 copies of your awards, print all 4 copies and say need to update ERB. If you're using your DD214 as a proof of your award, you're gonna download the DD214, make 2 copies, and on the award section, you're gonna highlight the number of awards that you have on both copies. So you can write it right on the document that you're using to support for updating your ERB. Now, if you don't have it in iPerms and you printed it from your I Love Me book, you don't write your notes on the actual document itself. You put a little sticky note and you write a note on the sticky note. Be very specific on why you're providing that document and what section you're updating and what exactly in that section you're updating. So you're gonna write updating award section, and then you're gonna write on there update to 4 AAMs, right? You don't want your readiness NCO or whomever it is that's updating your records to guess exactly what you want them to do with all the document that you're gonna provide them. And the last step to this, step 6, what you need to do is make sure that you have 2 identical copies of all your records. So you're gonna take your ERB with all the highlights and all the notes on the ERB, right, for all the sections that you believe that needs to be updated. Then you're gonna have copies of supporting document for each section that you're updating. On those copies of the supporting documents, you're gonna write on there what needs to be updated. So you can write right on the document. If you have that piece of document already in iPerms, you can write right on the actual document, need to update section, whatever, and then you need to write down exactly in that section what you need updated, right? And you're gonna make copies of that and you're gonna put it in a stack in order of section, right? And you're gonna have a stack, your ERB and supporting documents with all the detailed notes. Then you're gonna have a carbon copy with the exact same thing. So every piece of information you put on one copy, you put on the second copy. Every highlight, every note, every document, and you make 2 carbon copies. The reason for that is that you're gonna take one copy, you're gonna staple it together, and you're gonna have your NCO support channel review it for you. So whether it be your team leader, squad leader, platoon sergeant, you're gonna have them review that stack and make sure that everything that you put on there is clear and you have all the supporting documents that you need to update your ERB. And then once he or she says, hey, this stack is good to go, I'm gonna forward it to our readiness NCO or the first sergeant, you're gonna have a second copy with exactly the same information. So once, and remember, you forward this document during drill weekend, but this doesn't get updated during drill weekend. This takes a month. So this will take, during Monday through Friday when your readiness NCO is updating your information, he's working on that piece of information during the week, and whatever he can update, he needs to forward to higher. Whatever higher can update, they need to forward it to higher. So, and then if they have any questions and they go, hey, I don't understand what's going on in section 3, you can have your own stack, right? And you can quickly answer that question. Because remember, when you're not there, you're not gonna be sitting next to the person that's updating your records, because the person updating your records may not even be in your unit. It may be a battalion, a brigade, or state. You're not gonna be there. You're gonna be at work, you're gonna be at school, you're gonna be busy. So you need to answer these questions quickly, or it's gonna be another month before you see those individuals again and you're able to answer that question. So to reduce the amount of time that you're taking updating your ERB, the better it is for you. So you need to have 2 copies, be able to answer those questions quickly, and understand that they need to understand exactly what you meant when you're not there. All right, everyone, thank you very much for watching this video on strategies to update your ERB. I hope you listen to this carefully, and I hope you take my advice on these things. I know this. I have gone through roughly 20 updates on my ERB over the past 5 years. I know how difficult it is. I use this strategy myself, and even then, it takes a long time. But I do know other people who don't use this strategy, and it takes even longer for them to update their ERB. Please share this with all your battle buddies or your NCO support channel, because I think it's really quality information that not only helps the individual soldier, it also helps your readiness NCO as they try to help you while you're not around. And if you want to share this with the rest of the community out there on YouTube, make sure to smash that like button, because then it comes up more often as they search for information on updating the ERB. Thank you very much, and check me out on parttimefirstsergeant.com or on Twitter at parttimefirstsergeant with a hashtag drill weekend. And let's continue this conversation. Thank you.